Hi, folks, in Las Vegas, bangthebook.com. Brian Blessing, glad to be with you. And it's always fun when we're talking football. And we're going to be doing division previews for you right along. And today we focus on the AFC North season win totals and a quick sneak peek ahead as we get ready for the start of football season. In the AFC North, Pittsburgh is on the board as the favorite, 9.5, over $1.50. Bottom line is turmoil in the offseason. Brown's out of there. Ben Roethlisberger's on an apology tour trying to make everybody think he gets along with everybody. Who cares about that? Do they win on the football field? We look at what Pittsburgh did in the offseason. Free agent, they pick up a Dante Moncrief. Juju Smith-Schuster's got to step up to the plate in a big way, and they need the kid Washington to step up to try to replace Antonio Brown. But the bottom line is what Pittsburgh did in the offseason that makes them extremely interesting is what they did on the defensive side of the ball. They get linebacker Mark Barron in free agency, but in the draft, they traded up. They got a linebacker in Devin Bush they feel is going to be a difference maker. Obviously, they had Shazier and that horrible injury for him, but they feel this is a guy that can put them over the top on the defensive side of the ball. Then we go to Cleveland at 9 over $1.20. This is the buzz team. We know about all the offseason acquisitions. You bring Odell Beckham in, they get the defensive tackle Sheldon Richardson, but then you had all those years with all those first-round picks. And does it all come together? And the bottom line is, it's a quarterback league. Baker Mayfield showed a lot last year, and he looks like a leader. He's comfortable in his own skin. He's a playmaker. He'll buy time. How will Beckham mesh there? If he's terrific on the field and not a headache off the field, it's an incredible acquisition. So Cleveland is the buzz team, and there's been love on Cleveland in the betting markets for the past couple of years. For a lot of years, they were just flat out burning the bettors' money, but everybody was playing them thinking all those number one picks were going to work, and they always just seem to be a tick off. Maybe this is the year they put it together. Then we go to Baltimore, 8.5 under $1.26. Now you look at this, Flacco's out of here. He's gone to Denver. It's all about Lamar Jackson now. And what they did, they get Mark Ingram, they get the running back in free agency, trying to enhance the running game, which helps the quarterback. And then in the draft, they get two of the higher-end wide receivers that were available in the draft, specifically Marquise Brown. He'll replace John Brown, who went to Buffalo via free agency, but they also get the tall wide receiver in the red zone. And I like this move. You need a tall guy in the red zone. That's Miles Boykin, the wide receiver from Notre Dame. The bottom line is they lose Mosley, and this is a big transition season for the Baltimore Ravens. The one thing about Jackson, he's a playmaker. He does work with his feet. But in the first half of last year, speedy wide receivers were doing well with Flacco. When Jackson came in, the one thing he doesn't do is throw the ball well downfield. But you figure he has to take a step forward in this campaign. They seem to me to be the team I would fade a little bit here. I think with the improvement of Cleveland, I think Baltimore, I think they stand pat. I don't know that there's massive regression, but I think there's going to be a lot on Lamar Jackson's plate here in over 16 games. It may prove problematic. Now, Cincinnati is 6 over $1.20. What the Bengals did in the offseason, they went after it on the offensive line. They're the long shot, 20-1 to win the AFC North. In the fourth round, they picked up the quarterback, Ryan Finley, so Dalton survived. They didn't go for one of the top quarterbacks in the draft, so it's going to be Dalton again this year. And then they went and get the big offensive lineman, Jonah Williams from Alabama, to help keep them upright. And then finally, the Marvin Lewis era is over. Cincinnati, everybody thinks they're going to fall off the map. I think there's still a lot of pieces to the puzzle there. And this is a sneaky team. I mean, if I think Baltimore's going to regress, conceivably Cincinnati could be the team that would benefit the most. And the over 6 maybe is a touch compelling there. I think it's a two-horse race, Pittsburgh and Cleveland. I look for Baltimore to come back to the pack, and I think Cincinnati could be a tad bit surprised. There you have it, a preview of the AFC North right here at bangthebook.com. From a season win total perspective, I'm Brian Blessing. You can follow me on Twitter at Brian Blessing. Follow along at Bang the Book on Twitter. And, of course, we always invite you to listen to the Sports Betting Podcast with our good friend, Adam Burke.